live.
It stayed in place this time, Debbie. The button stayed in place so I could click it.
So you restarted your computer and got everything fresh.
No, I didn't. I didn't restart this computer. I just restarted my laptop. That's got YouTube on it. All right, let me put the banner. Get the banner. See if anybody hops in. Everybody may be sick of shopping today.
This holiday season, malls are getting a boost from a surprising group of shoppers. That's right.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, Deanna. How are you doing? Yeah, I hope you win too.
He'll get the thing in a minute.
Okay.
You're going to have to bear with him a minute.
We'll bear with you, Debbie. Won't we, lady? How's everybody doing today? I've been reading through things. I went in yesterday, and tell Jack it's going to be a short sale. We're not going to be selling for hours on end. To my storage room and started going through things and getting things ready to put in my car this morning to go to the auction house, and discovered some things and thought I would bring some of them to the table and let you guys enjoy them. Hey, Sandy, how are you doing?
Morning, afternoon, girls.
I don't know what was going on. I was on my desktop on YouTube when Wendy was selling, and it's like every few minutes I would be bumped off live. And I'm talking every few minutes. Because I'd be listening to what they were saying and looking at what was on the table, and it didn't match. And it was like, what? And I would check my live again, and it would be off. All right, this one's broken. I don't think anybody want a broken one. Does anybody want a broken one? You can see it's got a crack in it. Right. It's not broken all the way down. It's broken to there. Does anybody want a broken one?
Probably wouldn't care.
Does anybody want a broken one? First me. I'm way behind on. What did I? All right, I went to get water because I'm thirsty, and then I didn't drink it. How about that? So I cleaned off 3 shelves in there, and all the stuff is in my car and in my living room right now, and I have to get it out of there tomorrow because Liam's coming to spend the night. We're going to decorate my tree. I'm going to work his little fingers to the bone. He wants to earn some money. I'm just going to make him work. You all know I'm not going to. I'm going to make him think he's working his little finger to the bone. I'm going to hand him bins and bins of buttons and say, find me all the cold ones. If it's cold, I want to see it in this bowl. He loved it. For a long time, we would sit and sort buttons, and he really got a kick out of that. So that's probably what we'll do. But we'll see. What's everybody got going on this coming up weekend? We're getting close to the holiday. My oldest daughter's birthday is Saturday. And I don't even want to think about how old she's going to be because it makes me feel old. I think the lag must really be bad. How are y'all seeing the lag out there? It says 10 watching, and there's you and I. Hey, Wendy. How are you doing? Does the lag seem bad to you ladies in watching the chat? I got stuff piled up on my desk right here. I took that quilt apart And I found some trim. There's a whole bin of trim. We'll tackle that next week. This week I'm just too TRD tired to bring it all out. And we've only got it 2 hours. Lori, Texas Cabin Crafts.
Crafty Cabin.
Crafty Cabin, is that it?
Uh-huh.
All right. Look in my drop-down box, y'all. The link to her channel, her sale, is in my drop-down box. I was afraid I would forget, and so I put it in the drop-down box. So I did not realize they were selling today until I'd already gotten everything out there. And I'm going to do more little pop-ups just to try to empty bins and get things to go away. I'll be taking things to that auction house for a while. I got a lot. So that'll be an ongoing thing. But I'm going to share the best of the stuff with you guys before I take it. Did any of you ladies want this to wrap things on? I know J Mac likes to have them. So if nobody wants it, I'm going to put her name on it. So you guys let me know. Debbie, Wendy wants to know how you're feeling.
I'm feeling a whole lot better. I got a Z-Pack from the doctor, so I think it's kicking in. So I'm feeling a lot better and not coughing near as much as I was.
Yeah. I haven't heard her cough at all in the last little while.
Yeah.
All right. We still got a minute or so before we're supposed to be starting, so we'll just hang out, give it to J Mac. That's what I'll do. I hate to throw them away. Wendy said that's good to hear, Debbie.
Thank you. I was pretty sick for several days. Ooh.
Yep. Had me worried. Kind of coughing's not good for the body. All right, there's the stapler. That's not going to work.
What are you doing? What are you doing for early birds?
Well, that's what I was sitting here looking at what I pulled out to see what I've got. I've got some fabrics here. I've got lots of fabrics, y'all. Lots and lots and lots. I don't even know what that is. I've got bright gold tassels. I've got this pretty black fabric with the peach and kind of a mauve color here and white. And I don't know if you can see the gold. Yeah, you can see it, I think.
All right.
Here you go.
Numbers in.
There's that. I found 2 pieces of this fabric, and it may not suit anybody, but I was going to bring it out anyway. I don't even remember where it came from. It's got a moire stripe in it, but it's a salmon color, and it's not as polished as a polished cotton, but it does have some shine to it. And then it's got all these pretty flowers that go into the darker tones, and then you've got the greens. So I thought that was really pretty. I've only got 2 of those, but I'm going to put them both in here in case somebody's interested. So I worked in there till about 8:30 last night, and finally crashed and went to bed. And got up again this morning and started throwing things in the car just to get them out of my way. I'm excited. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I haven't. So now I'm kind of excited that I'm getting it out of my way. Hello, baby girl. Now with giveaways, you do have to have a purchase. It could be that I haven't invoiced you yet and you've got something out there, or that you make a purchase in the sale. Either that, or you got to be willing to pay the shipping, because I'm not gonna pay the shipping for a giveaway. All right, this is a little piece. It's not 18 inches. It's more like 12, but it's the full width. Ooh, camera doesn't like that, does it? Hey, Laura, how are you doing? And this is probably a 70s. This size, maybe 80s. This size selvage is typical of what I saw in the late 70s and early 80s. So there's that, and a little piece to go with it. And then there's this piece. Oops, it's upside down, but you get the idea. Hey, Cheryl, how are you doing? Everybody's boxes went out yesterday, and the post office was jammed. And I know I'm seeing a delay on things that the post office keeps telling me is coming my way, but it's not here yet, so I'm not surprised. It's the holiday. When I was there yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah. There were women coming in, and they had a stack of cards in their hands like that. They were mailing cards.
A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so that makes 2, 4, 5. We need one more thing, and then I'll pick 2 numbers.
Well, I've got 2 of this one.
Oh, okay, then we got enough.
And then I've got this piece. I'll put it down there. It's still in the package. It's Joanne Fabric Remnants. I don't know how old this is. It doesn't have a date on it. But it's a poly fabric, but it make a pretty bow. So that'll be F.
Alexa,
That's A.
pick a number between 11 and 39.
Here's a number between 11 and 39. It's 35. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want
Stop,
to hear it?
Alexa. All right, 39. Closest going over.
The nearest 3910 is 194.3
Stop, Alexa.
miles.
All right, I don't have anybody, so we're going to do the closest without going over, and it was
Okay.
39. So
Cheryl,
Cheryl
31.
has 31,
All right, you get first choice, Cheryl.
and then we're going to do Loreth, and we're going to do Uptown Brown. So Cheryl, what would you like? Loreth, you're next, and then Uptown. C for Cheryl.
All right, I've got 2 of those. So if somebody else wants to see it, it's available.
All right.
It's a pretty
So-
little fabric.
Loreth, what would you like? B for Loreth.
All right, Lord, you've got it.
Uptown Brown, what would you like? Well, wait a minute. She retracted. Hold on. Loreth, you retracted your B. Oh, C, she says. C. Loreth wants C.
C. Okay. Okay.
Well, okay. You had 2 C's, right?
Yes, I had 2 C's, so we're good.
All right. And Uptown Brown, what would you like?
They're all good. They're all pretty.
7. All right. And then I'm going to give the other 3. Cindy Brown wants B.
All right, you've got it, Cindy. Thank you.
Is that Michelle? Well, Deanna, baby girl. All right. Well, what I'm going to do, Pearl, we're going to throw up one more thing because I'm going to give Michelle, what would you like? Oh, maybe. No, you don't have to. No, you don't have to because I got Michelle. I got Deanna. Well, yeah, I do. So, Michelle, what would you like? Deanna, you pick. Baby girl, you pick. What's your first name, baby girl? We need a first name. D for Michelle. And
Oh,
Wendy, what would you like? Deanna wants A.
All Looking all over the table for my pens again.
We need a first name for baby girl. And Wendy Keller, what would you like? Shanita is baby girl.
Yeah.
So Shanita, as long as you purchase today, you can win a giveaway, but you have to spend $10 in order to win a giveaway.
Yeah.
Wendy Keller, what would you like? And what would you like, Shanita?
All right. This is the fabric in case you didn't see it, and I'll put it face up so you can see it. It's a nice cotton. It's got these pretty flowers that could be cut and used individually, and then it's got some big ones over here.
Wendy
And
Keller,
then,
please pick a letter. What do you got left, Pearl? What's our left?
well, I've got this, and I've got this pretty shimmery kind of a mauve rose color.
All right. So well, she's saying B, so I don't know. We got to put up A and B now. What you
Well,
got?
all right, I'm going to put up an A and a B, y'all, so you can know which is which.
Okay, so that was A you just showed.
And I'll put this with it. This is a little burgundy colored cotton.
So that's what you want, baby girl, the B. Let me know. Wendy Keller for A, and
Okay.
Shanita will get that B.
Okay.
Thank you, ladies.
Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate you being here today. Until I get some breathing room in this space, I'm going to be having pop-ups as often as I can, just to try to make room. All right, let's see if I can get that to go. Down in there. There we go. Alrighty. All right. In my cleaning yesterday, I found several things. So I took that quilt apart, and I've got like 3 different levels of quality. So I can do those. I meant to bring these out yesterday, and I totally forgot them. And there, I took it apart. This was a table runner, and I cut it into pieces. And this is what you get, and it's all an ivory color, and then you get the pretty pink. And I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of those, Debbie, for $1 each.
Michelle will take 1.
Okay, thank you, Michelle.
Uptown Brown will take 2.
They're really cute.
Martha Burden Barn will take 2.
Hey, Martha, how are you doing today?
Cheryl Goebel will take 2.
Okay, I just thought they were cute. You could use them as a spine on a book, or you could use it inside the book. You could like put it on a paper and then put it in the book, and work it into your pages. I just thought it was pretty, and instead of just selling it in one big piece, I thought everybody could enjoy it that way. All right, now I'm going to show you the quilt pieces. And
Ooh, Wendy Keller. No, I didn't, Wendy. She just popped in. Boy, Wendy
Oh,
Keller for 2. Sorry, Wendy.
Listen, the internet has just gone really wonky because I was just like I was saying, I was on Wendy's sale and every few minutes I was getting bumped off live, and that's never happened to me before.
Sorry,
And that
Wendy
was
K. Gotcha.
2, right? Wendy 2. Yeah, I got her. Gotcha, Wendy. Thank you. So there was a little bit of interest in this quilt, so I took it apart. These pieces have they're, it's old, and there may be a little loose place in it, but they're all pretty much in really much better condition than the others. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 pieces of these. And you can see the colors are pretty consistent. That's the same as in here. This is the same. This is the same. The white is the same. This is the same. So they're all pretty much the same. The little purple dot is the same. So I think random would probably serve everybody well. That orangey piece is in several. So, and if you're not happy with random, let me know. These are going to be $2 each. I'm going to go down. Now, these are tufted, y'all. I couldn't take it apart. And to me, this looks like an old flannel that's in the inside. So if you want to take it apart, all you have to do is cut the tufts and you can take it apart. But I left it that way so you get the front, the back, and the batting. So how many did I say I had of those?
I forgot.
Me
Well,
too.
Amina wants 2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8.
2 for Wilhelmina.
Okay. And I'm going to have some that are more ratty tatty, and the price is going to be lower on these. But this was all I could get out of it that was in pretty decent shape.
And that's all I'm seeing.
That's a little loose right there, but all the fabric is still intact. All right. Thank you, Sandy.
Tell Michelle the size.
Okay, sure. Tape measure right here. They vary just a little bit. I think whoever made this quilt, it may have been their first one. It varies a little bit, and you'll see little wonky corners like this, and that's because as I was cutting, they weren't lined up appropriately or like they should be. So they're approximately 9 3/4, and with the wider on this thing, it's 11. So, but it can vary a little bit on all of them. And it's the same thing on the other. Some of them are a little bit bigger because it has the wider top where the top was. And it looks like on the 2 sides. All right, I don't remember. Either on the top and the bottom, they hemmed it under so you don't have anything at the top.
Michelle for 2.
Okay, you got it. Thank you, Michelle. That's why I've got I know I didn't write your name right, but I know who I'm talking to. So let's see. If I sound like a space cadet, it's because I am today. I am tired. All right, these are the pieces that have some tatteredness to it. A little bit more than the other. And so, like this piece is missing. No, it's not missing. It's not missing. It feels like the cotton. Loose edge there. This is loose. This is loose. So you see what I'm saying. But it's the same fabrics, the same kind of thing. That was a fabric that didn't stand the test of time right there. This here. So these are a little less pristine. That one's worn out. This one's got a little bit more. So these are $1.50. And I've got more of these. And you can see this side's wider than that one because this was on a wider piece.
Wilhelmina for 2.
Okay, thank you, Sandy. But there's some that are really ratty-tatty.
Michelle for 2.
Okay, thank you, Michelle. And I'll bring these out again next week. And now we're going to get to the really ratty-tatty. I pressed them out a little bit to make the fabric lie down a little bit more, but you can see these are really ratty-tatty. But you can snip this apart quickly and easily and use these pieces for snippets. And then you've got the yellow to use, and then you've got this blanket-like flannel to use. So these are $1. And there's quite a few. One, two, three, four, five.
Wilhelmina for 3.
7, 8. There's 8.
Michelle for 2.
Okay. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Sandy and Michelle. That one right there. These are the side pieces, and you'll see what I'm talking about as soon as I lay one down. I cut it here. This was an edge, and I cut it there. And then this is hemmed. I didn't take it apart. But you can see some of them, the whole square is there. It's just caught up in the hem. Otherwise, they're like this. Some of these are a little ratty-tatty. And I'm going to do these for $1, Debbie. That one's missing more. It was a wonky quilt. It wasn't a straight, professional quilt. So I've got a few of those.
Michelle for 2.
Okay. Thank you, Michelle.
Wilhelmina for 2.
Okay. Thank you, Wilhelmina. I have a Sunbonnet Sue, and I haven't taken it apart, but I'm willing to talk about it if there's enough interest in it. So it may be better to leave it for another day, but I'm going to show you, and you can let me know if you have an interest in it. I'm willing to sell the whole thing if somebody's interested in the whole thing. Let's see if I can get it in my lap where I can maneuver it. All right, here's the first Sue. There are stains on it. This is a gold tone fabric. It's showing up pretty good on there. This has got the pink and blue. To me, it doesn't feel like feed sack, but it has the look of feed sack. And then the back is this yummy green. It's hand quilted, but there are no holes big enough for me to tell whether it's hand pieced. And you can see the corners are a little off here and there. And there's distressing on it. There's a little wear on that fabric. And it's in pink and blue. You've got your green and polka dot, your plaid with your blue. Her hat is a little ratty. So you've got a variety of colors in it, every color you can imagine. So I haven't measured it. It's been sitting around for a long time. I found it in the closet, in the storage room. So let me see. So this is an ish. That's 36. It's almost 72 inches. It's about that much off of 72 inches in width. And then in length, that's 36. That's 72. About 84 inches in length. So Debbie, I'll do the entire quilt for $50 if anybody's interested in the quilt as a whole. It's an adorable quilt. It'd be cute on a bed. And I believe restoration would probably take some of these stains out. I just don't have a way that I can do it in this small space that I'm in. And I like that one too. I love the green plaid and the black. And there's another pink with a peachy color. Here's a pretty orange print with blue on it. All of these fabrics are very, very vintage fabrics. There's a pretty pink. No? Excuse me. Is there any interest in pieces at $2 per block? And a block is a Sunbonnet Sue and the other block. It would be 2 pieces for $2. If not, it's going to the auction house Monday. They're running an auction now. It's got lots of great things in it. All right, you're interested in a block. Okay. When I can get enough to make it worth it to cut it, Michelle, I'll certainly do. So I'll hold on to it. I'll be putting things in their auctions for a good while now. I've got that whole storage I've got to go through. But I need to get at least half of it sold before I take it apart. And I see Wendy. So in the next week or so.
Wendy Keller and Uptown Brown.
Cindy, okay. All right, what's your favorite color? Tell me your favorite color so I can put it on there. It is, but I thought they charged a fee to ship, but they don't. They just charge whatever the shipping is. So they have some awesome stuff in there right now. They have a lot of different, like the blue. The blue ball jars and a lot of the older ball jars and those older tops in a couple of listings. Now I did the initial bid on it, but I got outbid real fast. So
what do you need them for?
I want the tops.
You got all the Canada jars. What are you going to do with those?
Well, I've got tops for all of those, but I've got a lot of the older jars I don't have tops for. So I just wanted the tops.
Wendy Keller green.
Okay. And then Cindy green and pink. Okay.
Majority.
So I'll offer this next Tuesday, and I'm going to sell Tuesday and Thursday next week, and probably not sell the next week other than maybe a pop-up. If everybody's bored and want to get together, I'll do a pop-up. Liam's going to be out of school, and I'm hoping I can spend a little bit more time with him and get work done in here. All right, let's get this out of the way. All right, one of the things I'm doing is I've got a lot of fabric that I found in that storage room behind me, and it's beautiful fabric. But if nobody's interested in it, it's got to go away. So I'm going to take it to the auction house, and let's see. See, this is a little over a yard. It's heavy. This is a heavy. It's not a super heavy, but it's not a lightweight. You can see it's like a denim. It's like, looks like a pink denim, and then it's got this stitching on it. So I have, that's got writing on it right there. And here's a piece. I was doing it for $5 a yard. But you can see a lot of this has this writing on it. So what I would like to do, let's see if this has got writing on it. This is exactly a yard. All right, I've got one 1 yard piece that has no writing on it. And I'll do that for $4. If nobody's interested in the whole piece, then I'll do half yards. Camera's not liking that. But this is the only one that doesn't have the writing on it. This would make an awesome book cover if you're doing a large book.
Keller.
Okay, thank you, Wendy. And then I'll do the ones with writing on it, I'll do for $3. Because you're losing a little, I don't know what it is with some of these pens. They don't want to go through the fabric. All right. This is a half a yard, so put that aside, and it's got writing. So this is a more than a yard, but it's got writing on it. It does kind of remind me of a chenille bedspread too. And I did find my chenille bedspread. I've got to get it out and see. I don't remember what shape it's in. So I've got this one piece. It's more than a yard. And it does have the writing on it for $3. And you get almost the whole yard without that on it. But since that's on there, I'm doing it for less. And I'm happy to do half yards.
I'm not seeing anybody.
Okay. Well, I'll do half yards for $2. If somebody doesn't want that much and they just want a half yard.
Oh, Wilhelmina's going to take it for $3.
You got it.
Sorry, Wilhelmina, you just popped in when I put in the $2.
It's crazy. It's crazy the way it's working. All right. Nope. I don't want to use that thing. It's 4 inches long. Be sticking myself every time I pick this up. And then I have this half yard piece. So if anybody's interested in a half yard, I'll do it for $1.50, Debbie, if anybody's interested in the half yard piece. This has been in a bin for I don't know how long. All right, we'll just get that one out of the way. This one, I think I had the entire roll of this fabric, and it's called Paris Paisley. Oh, good. There's a small piece. I'm going to throw the small piece up there because it's not going to like it anyway. So this is it's got so much color in it, it's hard to say what the background is. I'm going to bring it up so you can get a better shot of it. This is more of a drapery weight or light upholstery for like a chair that's not going to be crawled all over. And but you can see that green in there, and it's on top of kind of an ivory background, but you don't really see that much of it. And it's looking very red on there. This part is red. This part is more of a salmon color. And then you've got the pop of red in there and there. And so it's kind of hard to tell on here. And then you've got that green right there. So you can see the salmon right here and the white and green, and then you see the brighter red. I'll do this I've got quite a bit of it. I don't want to cut fat quarters, but I'll cut half-yard pieces. And so I'll do it for $2 a half yard. That's $1 a fat quarter. And it's a very nice quality fabric. It's like a twill weight. And I've got several. This makes I think a really pretty book, and it would make a pretty bag. You could do a bag and then do the book cover to go in it. There's 3. There's 4. I've got 5 yards. Trying to see the manufacturer if it says PLK Studio. Crafted with pride in the USA. All right.
Lori B wants that last one that was $1.50.
Sure, you got it. How are you, Lori? Let me find that before I lose it.
This one is $2 a half yard.
It's a twill weight fabric, manufactured in the US of A. Where's my pen?
You're welcome, Lori.
I have to make sure I write whole on there so I don't start cutting stuff that doesn't need to be cut. All righty. So, hey, Chiquita, how are you? Now, I've got Wendy K for this one.
Yep, and then Shanita for 2.
Shanita. Okay. That's 1 yard. Make my notes so I don't forget. Thank you, Shanita. Chiquita, your box went out yesterday. I hope it'll get there sooner rather than later, because the post office was slammed. And I've been hearing
info scrolling across the screen. Please send her an email before the sale's over today. We have to get addresses before the sale's over because we're having a problem with girls not sending their info. So please send your info.
Yes, I really appreciate it. All right, let me get this folded up. And
your PayPal and your shipping address, please.
Yeah. Yeah, I do invoice through PayPal. I do have somebody that sends me money orders, so I'm willing to work with anybody, on how they're going to pay. I just need a conversation about it.
Hey, Deb.
Hey, Debbie, how are you doing?
I'm just saying it should arrive on Monday.
Oh, good. All right. let's see what else I've got. Get that out of the way. Whatever's left over is going to the auction house next week. So this was a, sorry, hold on. It's the dust. Oh. This was a curtain. You can tell that. That's still on there. That's where you can hook those things
After
into it.
Thursday sale, Anita.
After next week's sale.
And yep, she's going to have books in just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to sell on Tuesday and Thursday since Wendy's not selling on Thursday. I've got to get stuff out of here. I have to. And so things that I normally would have put in my antique booth, I'm taking to the auction house. But she did say that fabric does okay. So whatever fabrics I have, I've got several rolls of fabric that I'm going to take. So this is a pretty deep purple. And then you've got the mauve. And then you've got kind of the citron green here. And then the darker greens in the stem. It's a really pretty fabric. You can see it's a loose fabric, but if you wanted to use it on a book, you could put a stabilizer behind it and it would do just fine. You know, the iron-on stabilizers. So I'm going to say, let me see how wide this is. And see if it's seamed. I did just pull these out just a few minutes ago. All right, so this is a 54-inch wide piece of fabric. They didn't hem the side, so it's still got that. I'm trying to see if it says where it's from, but it doesn't. It looks like German. I don't know. It's 54 inches wide, so I can cut it down the center, and it'll be a full width of fabric. And there will be, let's see, that's a yard and a half. So I would have 2 full yards and 2 half-yard pieces, and I would do it for $2 a half yard. So if you wanted 2, then you would get a full yard. So that's like 2 fat quarters. So it's basically $1 a fat quarter. But I'm not cutting fat quarters this time. Yep, I've got some right here that were sitting on my table for months. I'm trying to clean this room out. The dust is killing me because I can't keep the dust gone because there's so much stuff everywhere. I'm going to get bins to put some things in so that at least I can blow the dust off the bin. No interest in this one? It's absolutely okay. No problem. Let me get this one out of the way. All right. I like this one. And to me, this feels like it's got linen in it. And I like the pattern. This is a at home made in China. It is 55% linen, 45% cotton. And it looks like this is more than 54 inches. No, it's about 54. And it's hemmed. So this is a curtain. It's where you slide the, put the rod through here. So I'll do the same thing. $2 a half yard. And actually I have 4 yards. But this is linen cotton blend, and I love that pattern. I think that would make a gorgeous book cover, or just about anything you want to do with it. And for $1 a fat quarter, it's dirt cheap for linen. And if there's no takers, I may just cut it up into pieces.
No takers.
Nope. Okay, no problem. And for those of y'all that
Take 2.
okay, Laura Beth, thank you. So you'll get a yard. I like it.
I'm going to take 1 yard.
Okay, Cindy, thank you. All right. I like the it's kind of a geometric pattern, but it's got soft edges to it. It's not a hard geometric. All right, I think Debbie gave me her hacking cough. I'm going to get my onion out, Debbie.
I'm going to say I got mine from Carol. I blamed her.
Mine is just the dust. All right, let's see what else. I've got this bin I'm trying to empty on. So, all right, this is what's left in this bin. Was this? Yeah, this was a curtain. I sold the heck out of this. It's really pretty. So I have only one. You're going to get a giant half yard. Well, yeah, I got to do 2 fat half yard pieces because it's longer than a yard, but less than a yard and a half. And it's the same premise. You know, you put your rod through there. I'm not counting that part or the hem. I'm only counting the actual fabric. And this was a Waverly. It is, I'm looking for the, it doesn't say. Oh, here it is. It's 100% cotton. And you're going to get the fabric and the lining that you can use for utility pieces, or you can tea stain it, coffee dye it, rust it, whatever you want to. But
Hey,
this
Sarah.
is hey, Sarah, this is a very, very pale sage green. You can see the sageier color in here. It's also got some blue. It's got orange. It's got red. It's got just a creamy color here. I'll hold it up where you can see a little bit better. Again, it's just it's probably a little bit heavier than a quilter's cotton, but not much. I'm going to lay it down and try to, if the camera won't go wonky. I mean,
What
on
are you getting?
look at that tag.
So what are you getting?
$2 for the half yard, and there's 2. Who are you talking to? Me?
Yeah. Just wondering what I didn't understand what you were getting, but $2 a half yard. Gotcha.
Yeah, there's only 2.
Okay. What was her name too? Sanita?
Shanita.
2.
Yeah, I think that's so pretty right there. All right, that's it. You got the whole thing, dear. Thank you. And it's longer than a half yard. I mean, it's longer than a yard. It's about like a yard and a third. It's not enough to count as another half a yard. And I have got fabric in my storage unit, and I'm going to keep only the really good stuff. The rest of it is going to a thrift or an auction house. It's not coming here. It's going away. All right, this is a fabric. It's a fabric. It is a fabric. Let's see. I'm trying to find if it tells me the make on it. Made in the USA. Adina Home. This is the wide. It's a twill weight. I can't definitively say that it's got linen in it, but to me it feels like it does. I just go by what my fingers tell me, and sometimes they're right, sometimes they're not. But it's got beautiful blues in it. You've got your gold to cream, you've got your white, your this is more in the citron, the brighter yellowy green, and then you've got some brown, some neutral in there. And I've got, let's see, got a good bit of this. One, two, I've got two, four, I've got 5 half-yard pieces. Hey, Linda Kay, how are you doing?
It's how much?
$2 a half yard. I think that would make a gorgeous cover too. And then you've got tags. I love that part right there, almost like a peacock eye. And whatever, I mean, it's not staying in my house. If it doesn't go today, it's out of here. Never to return.
Wendy K, I'll take one.
Okay, thank you, Lindy. Did you say Lindy or Wendy?
Lindy K.
Okay. Well, see, it's Wendy K and Lindy K. So I'd just like to make sure.
Wendy K. Jennifer Miller wants one. Hey, Jen.
Yeah. How are you today? All right, that leaves 3 more. And that's a great price for a really nice fabric. It's $1 a fat quarter for a fine drapery fabric. I've had this one for a while. I think I got the whole roll on this one.
Lindy's saying just say Sean.
That does help.
You want me to say butthole Sean? Is that what you want me to say?
Oh, good, Jennifer. I'm glad. Is everybody ready for Christmas?
Ready as we'll ever be.
Okay. Does that confirm? That means you want the whole thing, Lindy? That was 5 half-yard pieces.
Yes, she says.
Okay. Thank you very much. I gotta find out what I can get Liam for Christmas. I'm picking him up tomorrow at school again, and this time I told Lisa, make sure you put his hang tag so I can pick him up in his backpack, because that way I don't run in and grab it and forget the tag again. Because I did that last time. And I had to go into the office and show them my ID and all that stuff, which it worked out fine, but still easier if I've got the hang tag. Well, I don't do a whole lot for Christmas anymore, and everybody knows that. My kids don't need anything. The other grandsons are grown, and they don't need anything. All right, this is 2. All right, this is a fabric that looks like dirt. Awesome for 100% cotton, made by Edwards of Northcott. This probably is, I don't know, it's bordering on vintage if it's not already vintage. See what I'm saying? Looks like dirt. Make a great background. See if I can get it to show up. It's a little bit wrinkled. It's been sitting in a bin. Some of these have a slight odor to it, and it's from sitting in a plastic bin. And I don't have the facilities to try to wash everything, and it would be a nightmare to wash fabric yardage anyway. But if you take it out and just let it air out, it dissipates. So I have, what did I say? 3 yards, 6 half-yard pieces for $2. This is definitely a quilter's weight fabric. And it is a little bit older, probably 80s, This selvage,
We'll take one.
okay, this selvage to me says late 70s, 80s.
Martha Bird and Barn will take one. And if nobody comes in, Lindy will take the rest.
Okay. Thank you, Lindy. It's a great fabric. It's a nice quality.
Chiquita wants one.
Chiquita, okay.
Michelle wants one.
Okay, great.
Wants one.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you, ladies. Oh, I didn't know that. A wax melt pack. Oh, but it's scented. Now, see, I can't handle.
On the other side or just one side?
No, it's lighter on this side. I mean, it's a printed fabric. It's not a woven fabric.
How many you got left?
Let's see. What I said I had 6, 2, 4, 5. So Lindy can get 2 unless somebody else has come in.
Well, unless Uptown Brown wants one.
Let me know, Cindy. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I don't do those either. They're just too many toxic chemicals in all that fragrance. I do essential oils, but they don't, because they're not synthetic, they don't last as long.
Cindy Brown wants one.
Okay, you got it, Cindy. We just started using clean stuff. And comes from Young Living Essential Oils. It's called the Thieves brand, and it is the dish soap, and I use it to do my laundry in because I don't have that much laundry. This is a piece. I'm going to do this just as a piece, and my clothes come out of the washer and dryer smelling like clean clothes. I don't want fragrance. It gives me a headache. It gives me a migraine. So this is Military Salute by Dara Morris in 2012. And you've got a half a yard of solid. No, you don't. Never mind. Somebody cut something wonky out of it. So I'll give this for $1 to the first me, whoever might be interested in it. $1. You've got a lot to work with, and you still have a whole lot of the
Chiquita.
stabilizer on there and cut those out without any problem. Thank you, Ms. Chiquita. I did some quilts. I cut a quilt up and I did the pieces earlier in the sale. So if you're interested in quilt pieces, go back and watch that and then let me know if you're interested in any of them. All right, this is a whole piece. It is not quite a yard. It's probably more like 32 inches. And it has the airplanes on it. Same thing, $1 to the first name.
$1?
$1. My brother was in the Air Force. He did air traffic control. Now, it looks like the selvages are gone. No, the selvages are right. All right, Chiquita, you got it. Yeah, that does say Air Force. I'm just trying to empty bins today. Is anybody interested in music rolls? Yay or nay? Because I've got some.
Say that again.
Music rolls.
Oh, well, put them up there.
Let me see if I can find them. I put them right behind my chair over here. This is all I have left out of hundreds that I had before. So let's start with the red boxes. And I'm sharing my dust with you. All right. This is 99.19 more. Theme from the Mondo. I don't know what it is.
How much are they going to be?
$3.
Are you just doing random or are you doing A, B, C, and D?
I can do A, B, C, and D unless they want random. So you guys tell me. Speak up. If you're okay with random, we'll do random. I'll open them and we'll see if they all look the same.
Yeah, that's what they are, Michelle. Player piano rolls.
Yep. This one's a little different. It's older. It looks older. Mammy Oh Mine. Foxtrot. So this is aged a little bit more. It's got one brown and one black. I've had these for ages. I had hundreds. I had hundreds, and
Chiquita wants one.
okay, let me just make a list down. Okay.
And they all have the pull down metal hook.
Well, this has got a tear in it. This is really a heavy cardboard, or not a heavy cardboard, but like a cardstock weight. And then it's got the little
Cheryl
thing.
wants two. Uptown Brown wants one. Let's see, where was I at? So Chiquita, Cheryl wants two. Wendy Keller one. Uptown Brown one. And Sarah two.
And this is Croza Creations. Okay.
How many you got left?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3. I've got 5 of those.
Loris is saying, can I get the brown old one? The old brown one.
I'm happy to do that. This one is just a plain box. I've got some in the black. I've got plenty. And see, this one you can see it a little bit better. They all just have this cardstock weight paper with that little metal loop.
So Loris, the old brown one.
I mean, if you're particular about the box, the old brown one, I think was the second one. Yeah, that's the second one. Loris. Okay.
Did you say dots? What kind of dots? I don't think she said dots.
I don't think I said dots. I don't think I did. If I did, I don't know why.
Yep, she's just doing them random, Sarah.
I mean, if you care about the color of the paper, I have no problem flipping them all open, doing A, B, C, whatever. And some of them are older.
Carol said random, so we're staying random.
Okay. But I have plenty. So if you want more than what you just asked for, let me know.
You're welcome, Loris.
Okay. So I've got plenty to fill that. So we're good. Unless somebody wants to look at something else. I still have a few left. I do have some empty boxes because I took a bunch of these apart and ironed it out. That was a royal pain. I won't do that.
If any left, Chiquita needs one with the brown box too. You got another one with the brown box?
This brown box? Or this brown box?
The darkest.
The dark one? Okay.
So do you want two, Chiquita, or just one?
Red box. Cheryl wants a red box. Okay. You guys just let me know, because if you have something, yes, two. Okay.
Two.
You got it.
She wants the brown box and another one.
Okay, no problem. There's plenty. So we're good with those. Let me clip this to the inside of this bag, and that way if the clip gets knocked off, I'll still have the list in the bag. All right. Books or more fabric? I've got fabric pieces. So y'all tell me.
Books, so do a few books, then we'll go back to fabric.
Okay. All I have right now is what I have on my desk. I did bring all of the book boards that I have. So if you're not interested in a book and you want book boards, I've got those in here. So I've got this guide to field identification of birds. So if you love to fussy cut, you got a lot in there to do. And then let's see, those are magazines. I really, really like this book. Has an Asian flair. Everyone knows what a dragon looks like. There's a dragon. I like the pattern around it. So it's a little bit different. So that's B. I have Art Nouveau stained glass coloring book. And I don't think anything's been taken out of it. We'll start from, well, that one's loose. So maybe a page did get taken out. There's your flamingos. Peacock. It does look like there was another page in there, so it's missing one page. So there's that. That's ABC. These are all $1 each.
Uptown Brown A.
Thank you, Cindy.
Sarah C.
Okay, thank you, Sarah.
I'm gonna have to hold on. I dropped my dang iPad. Dang it.
All right.
All right, that's all I'm seeing.
All right, I'll get that one out of the way. I have a Kaleidoscope Wonders color art. I had somebody ask me before, you know, if I had any, and I started picking some up, and then I haven't seen them in a while, so I'm just going to go ahead and a little bit done here. That one's been done. That one's been done. You might be able to use that for something. So a few of these have been done. If you think you could use that, it's pretty. That's going to be A. Here is Color Me Happy. 100 coloring templates that will make you smile. This was a gift to somebody in 2015, and I think they may have been like me and they're not colorers. It looks like a Van Gogh. It looks like that's printed. That's not colored in. That's printed. It's pretty. I've never been a colorer. I would paint, but I don't like to color for some reason. That's printed as well. That's not colored. I guess it's just giving you some examples. My daughter's got me a bunch of coloring stuff, and it's like, oh. I think I sold it all. So this one has not been colored in. This one's going to be 2, Debbie. It's a nice, big, thick, heavy one. And then I'm getting into A's $1. I'm just going to do these because then I'm getting into books. So $1, $2. And Lisa got into coloring when Liam was really little. He would color with her. But she doesn't. She's too tired to do anything anymore. It does look like it has some zen to it, doesn't it?
Not seeing anybody.
Okay, no problem. This way I'll know what I put it in for. You to go somewhere else. All right. I had a bunch of these, and this is the only one I had left. And it's that the Old West series. It's got the embossed cover. You've got your image in it. It's got the this is the Texans. Got lots of images that could be used. The paper is not overly glossy, but it is really smooth. I like that. It's the only one I have.
It's going to be by itself.
No, I'll put some others down. There's some bullfighting. There's another color. This was drawn in 1849.
Hey, Joanne.
Hey, Joanne, how are you doing today? So that's going to be A. I found another Reader's Digest. It's got this pretty tan color background with the white. It's got the Ex Libris in it.
I messaged Jameen. I haven't heard back from her, Joanne, trying to get everything figured out with the mess up I made with you and Jameen, but I'm working on it.
That's B. C is going to be basic Swedish grammar. So if anybody wants to learn to speak Swedish, you've got somebody's address in New Jersey and somebody in Kansas, but it's a language book. So you've got English and Swedish in there. That'll be C. These are all $2 each, Debbie.
Chiquita C.
I can't wait to hear how that Swedish language sounds with a Hispanic accent, Chiquita. I want to hear it. Be like me trying to talk French. It sounds Southern French.
That's all I'm seeing.
Okay. We'll get those out of the way. All right. This is Etiquette. Emily Post. I'm going to do this one by itself, Debbie. It's got some newspaper in there from, looked like 1983. Look at that. Foxing. And this one, I looked it up, but I can't remember now. 1945. So it's not, you know, it's not antique yet, but it's still pretty old. And look at the foxing in there from the newsprint. Everybody's etiquette. Don't be afraid to be the bellwether. I think they're leaving the party early before it gets too wild. You've got a lot of interesting fonts and things in here. And then a lot of the more plain. You do have some images. Look at that. Let's see. This is about, I thought that looked like Helen Keller. See what other surprises are in here.
How much?
$2, Debbie.
Wendy Keller.
Okay, thank you, Wendy. Oh, I don't want to do that. All right, let's see. How much time have I got? I've got about 45 minutes left. Now my brain just went blank. Who's selling?
Lori's Texas Crafty
Lori.
Cabinet.
Yes. And the link to her sale is in my drop-down menu. I put it in there so I wouldn't forget to tell everybody about it. All right, this one is Apples of Gold. And it's gold. It's a little small book. It's got
Jack, hand me that blue tub.
it's got, you know, uplifting things. Kindness, willpower, peace, that kind of thing. That's going to be A. I have this one, No More Singing. It's just a softbound book, but it's got lots of bird images, pages. Cute little images there. That one's watercolor. You've got the letters. You've got this page. That'd make a pretty pocket. I'm all about pockets now that I've started making them. So there's that one. Let's see. I have Southern Living's Guide to Perennials. So if you like to have flower images, you got a book full here. These are all $1 each, Debbie.
Loris B.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Laura. I thought that was a cute book.
Chiquita C.
Oh, okay.
Michelle A.
All right. Thank you, Chiquita. Thank you, Michelle. All righty. Man, I usually, when you know, invoices are paid, I'll ship, you know, I'll do 8 to 10 at a time, you know, whatever. But I try to go every day. Well, it was so rainy here that I kept waiting. I had 22 boxes I had to do at one time. I do not like that. My back was so mad at me. But we got it done. All right, here is a Webster's New World Dictionary for school and office. And it is 1971 was the last copyright. So just lots of fodder. Lots of page fodder. It's a smaller size, so your things are a little bit smaller. There's chenille. A tufted velvety cord used for embroidery, etc. Fabric filled or woven with chenille. Well, that would make it chenille, wouldn't it? All right, that's A. This is Literary England. It's in gold on this, like a denim blue color, and it's distressed. It's got a little bit of a water stain on the outside there. Some discoloration here. Oh, 1944. So, a sense of place. It's all about the old places in history in England. So, the pictures are not all yummy, yummy. But if you're doing something on the darker side, that would work. And there's Winchester. Some of these are going to be nicer looking. So you've got interesting things here. Doesney Pool, I've never heard of it. So this is all England. Glastonbury Abbey, Isle of Henley. There's some sheep. Sandy, there's some sheep. So that's what this is all about. It's a nice large book. That's B. And this one is another little small book. It's 1 is 1. I feel like my camera's all wonky. So it's counting to 20. It's got some adorable images in it. You could even color those in. Oh, look at that. Isn't that adorable? All right. And that's going to be C. $2 each, Debbie.
Michelle C.
Okay. Thank you, Michelle.
Keller B.
Okay. Thank you, Wendy.
Don't see any A.
Nobody for A? Nobody for the dictionary? I got 100 dictionaries, I think. I'm not ever buying another dictionary. I should never say never, right? Because that's when we'll do it. Let's see. My hair won't stay out of my face, y'all. I can't stand it. I'm about to go have it all chopped off. I've said that, I know, before. I'm going to do this one by itself, Debbie. It's the last one. Let's just do a little offer up on this one. Started at $3. I don't expect you to go crazy, but it's the only one I have, and that way more people will have a chance. And this is volume 4. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's cute too. Let's see. This is 1929. So it's only, what, 4 years away from antique. Garrison in the Office of the Liberator. There's a giraffe. Look at how short that man looks. What is that? Ginseng. Lots of interesting paper to use.
Joanne's in for 3.
Okay. Like I said, I just want to give more people a chance if it's something.
Wendy K's in at 4.
I've had these before, but it's been a while. This just happened to be a leftover. I love the rabbits. Stories of all kinds in here. Here's some bunnies. Tales of the Woodman Told How Mr. Rabbit Lost His Tail.
Joanne's in at 5.
The Harp's Eternal Charm. All the different kinds of harps. President and grandson of a president. Yeah, the Indian fighter who became president. 11 steps in the making of men's hats.
30 seconds going in.
Some farm equipment. I'm doing 2 or 3 pages at a time, y'all. There's the hippo. Those things can be horrible to deal with. They can be very dangerous. They're more dangerous, actually, than they say, than some of the rhinoceros, because the family I went to in Kenya, one of their kids got attacked by, two of them got attacked by a hippo. I mean, that's where they went to take a bath. They didn't have
Joanne for $7.
All right. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, everybody, for bidding. All right. Let's see. What can I, in 10 minutes, what would be good to bring up? Always have more fabric, y'all. Let's see. Oh, I know. I have a couple of things. I kept moving this, and then I forget about it. I put things in a bin, and then I forget about it. All right. I've got 4 of these. And it closes. Like, you could take the plastic off, but then it closes. Big Happy Dreams. It's got little bees on it. And it's got the little pads with all the stuff on it. So you've got 4 little square ones like that, and then you've got the long one. I've got 4, and they're $3 each. I just thought those were really cute with the bees on it.
Dang it, I can't type.
Cheryl's saying, Debbie, it looks like Wendy got that.
Well, refresh, Pearl, because I can't on my iPad.
All right, let me look and see. Yep, Wendy, it looks like it. Let me see.
Sorry, girls, I cannot refresh on my iPad, so I have to see what YouTube says.
Yeah. All right. Let me go back up here. I see Wendy after Joanne with 8 right before the stop, and then Joanne again at 9. So it does look like Wendy.
Okay.
All right. I wish I had another one. If I spot another one, I'll definitely put your name on it. Why did I do that? All right. Come on.
So Cheryl Goebel got one of those bee.
Okay.
And then Shanita.
Okay. Thank you, Cheryl and Shanita. I appreciate it. I can't spell today to save my life, so.
Uptown Brown.
All right. Thank you, Cindy. I still have to go out in the cold and put things in my car, and I don't want to. There's one left. Does anybody want that? One left. I know, in that hippo picture, crazy. Well, that'll probably go to my daughter then.
Cheryl Goebel.
Oh, you got it then. Thank you. Alrighty. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? What else? I meant to bring these out the other day, and I forgot them. So let me do these real quick. These are some invitations I picked up. And what have I got? Here it is. They're teacups. And so I don't know that anybody would want to send it as an invitation to anything, but this is what you get, what you can do with it, with the pieces. So it comes like this. you get the card that's perforated right here that you can do the 2 with. You get 2 teacups. I'll put it there so you can see it. And I'll measure the teacup for you too. All right, here you are. So the saucer on the teacup is 5 and an 1/8 inch. And then top to bottom, it is 3 inches. So you get 2 of those. You get the tie, the string for the tea bags. You get 2 of those. Then you get 2 of the ribbons, and you get 4, but there's extra, so I've been putting more in, of the little tag for the tea bag. And you get 2 for $1. And I opened one, but I've still got more. I've probably got 1, 2. How many did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 6. I can do 16.
Michelle, Uptown Brown 2. Lori B 2.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 5, 15. Wendy K and Sean 5.
Okay.
Deanna 2.
All right.
Joanne 2.
Okay.
Keller 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12, 13, 14.
Yep, I'll be able to do that, no problem. So you're getting 2 envelopes as well, and they're a nice big size envelope. You can do a nice
So
size.
there's
journal.
2 left, right?
I could do, I think I said 16. 4.
Yep. Joanne will take the leftovers, so Joanne will take the last 2.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very, very much. All right. And then I have these teacups. And there's a very limited number of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is it. They only had 1 package, and I got it. So it's similar, but it doesn't have the tea bag thing hanging on it, and it didn't have anything put together. So you get 2 of. All right, stop. There it is. You get 2 of these cards that have the hole punch there, so you can pop that out, write on it, or put something else on it. And you get the 2 teacups. And these are smaller. They don't have the saucer. And these are 4 and 5/8 inch across and almost 3 inches in height. Now, I do have a problem, though, because I believe, based on what was in here, you get 1 ribbon and you cut it in half because there was not enough ribbon. But I can substitute a ribbon. To give you more ribbon, you just need to give me a color if I run out of the green. And these are 2 for $1, and you get the 2 envelopes. I just thought that one was cute too. That would make a cute pocket, I think.
Michelle for 1.
Okay.
Wendy Keller 1.
Okay.
Joanne 2.
I didn't catch that. Joanne. Okay.
Joanne for 2. Deanna for 1.
Okay. I should have enough ribbon to do those. All righty, ladies. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming today and hopping in.
Any leftovers? Joanne will take it.
Okay. What color ribbon can I substitute with, Joanne? If I don't think I have anything like that. I've got tons of ribbon though, so you name a color, I can probably put it in there. All right, and then I have these.
No ribbon needed, she said.
Oh, okay. Well, you're sweet. I'm happy to do it though. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 of these, and you're getting 2 envelopes and 2 of these cute little house. I mean, it's moving, but you can always cover that up with something. But I just thought the house was super cute and would make a really cute pocket in a journal too. So that's all I have of those 6.
How much?
They're $1. They're $1. You're getting 2 cards and 2 envelopes for $1.
Chiquita.
Okay.
You only have 6.
Only have 6.
Wendy Keller 2. Deanna 2. 1 left, girls.
Yep. I've been digging through my shelves trying to pull all the stationery and different things like that off to get rid of as I can.
Michelle, take the last one.
Okay, thank you, Michelle. And I have really cut way back on what I buy. Debbie would not agree with me, but I have. All right, I have
Take this below there on the soles.
I have these, and then we'll stop with this
You got food on your face.
because I know Lori's out there. I have no idea. I'm going to say $2 each. That's white. That's white. That's the same as that. There's 2 blue. There's 2 of this orange color. Kind of a salmon color. And then there's 2 more of those. Well, this says they're DMC. And I'm trying to see. This is white. A is white. I can find my letters. I'll put this over to the side. This is more of an ivory, and that's B, and B is buried, and I'm not going to try to dig it out. C is more of an oatmeal color. So it's not cream, but it's not ivory, but it's darker than the ivory. That's C. D, these are smaller, but they're blue. This is all DMC. I don't think any of these have been used. They're still tightly wrapped. And then 2 of that salmon color. And then I have 1 of the pink.
Lori B. C. Wendy Keller C. C's off the table. So take C off. Don't
Yep.
get confused.
Yep. I'll put them in a separate place. I'll keep them separated until I get them in.
F.
All right.
Lindy K. and Sean A.
Okay.
Michelle D.
B as in boy or D as in David?
and David. Lorith D. All right, going back to the top. Joanne E.
D-E. Okay.
Lindy K. and Sean B.
All right.
Michelle D.
All right. Where are you, Michelle? All right.
Is D off the table?
D's off the table.
Don't have an F. All right. What do we got? A and B?
I do have an F. It was it was E. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D. A, B, C.
Yeah, because
D.
blue is salmon and the pink.
Yeah, the pink. What's the pink? F is
A,
pink.
B, C, D, E, F.
Yeah, F is pink.
Wendy Keller.
Are you sure? Go back up. Joanne said she had F. Unless I gave her the salmon instead of
Lori, let's start over. Lori B has C.
Okay, got that.
Wendy Keller C. And
That
you're
was
right.
C.
Joanne is F.
Joanne. Okay, that's the pink. All right.
Lindy K and Sean is A.
Okay.
Michelle is D.
These are all gone.
I know. I'm starting from the top
Oh.
going down.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We have Michelle for D and Loris for D.
All right. Let me get Joanne done before I. All right. There we go. Okay. So it looks like I have an A and a B left.
All right. So I'm going back to the top. So Lindy K wants a B.
Okay. Well, she got one. Did she want the other one?
She should have got an A and a B.
She did. This is what's left after everybody's.
She should only have two, an A and a B.
Correct. That's what's there. So I have an A and a B left.
All right. So, and Lindy says she'll take what's left. So give her the other two.
I got you the pink, Joanne. You got the pink. And I'm sorry, Wendy, that's the only pink I had. All right. Fantastic.
So Lindy K is going to take the rest, A and B.
Yep. So you got 2 A's and 2 B's. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. All right. I hope you guys will hop on the bus and let's go over to Lori, Texas, Lori, Texas, to their sale. I meant to get you there sooner, so tell her I'm sorry. And I'll hop in there in just a few minutes when I get these bagged up so I don't have to worry about losing things. Love you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll be out here on Tuesday and Thursday next week. And I know I'll see you in the other channels as well. So y'all have a great night.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. And thank you, Debbie.
Uh-huh.